idiots on where she was.
What was that cue, man? We're back. Is it a different link?
When all the great beats go
Oh yeah, how are we doing? Alright, young fella. Good to see you. You need to have a shave.
Yes, I know, it's terrible.
It is. Oh yeah, I didn't realise you'd finished uni.
Yes.
You got a job lined up?
I still work part-time at the minute, so...
Alright, what do you do there?
Just for a bit more school,
Okay. Oh, good. What do you want to do?
I know.
Oh dear. Oh, very good.
Well, you know, civil service.
Ah, now you're talking civil service. Yeah, I've got a new job starting 12th of August. So I'm starting working for the DWP as a decision maker, stopping people getting their benefits. Right up my street. Yeah. So I've been working at the county court in Burnley for the last 2 and a bit years. So that's a nice change and a promotion. We're back. We've not been streaming for 10 minutes, so. Alright, see you in a bit. The games are, yeah. Is the streams back on though with it? 6-2. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've just had a few technical issues. Just to update you, the games are due to start in about 5 minutes' time. I'll just run you through the results and the lineup for the quarter-final. Hopefully that'll take us up to the start of the games. So, results from the third round. Bryn Hughes of Wales 15, Chris Moru, Yorkshire 21. John Edmondson, Yorkshire 21, Andy Hamann, Cheshire 14. Martin Lloyd, Shropshire 16, Barry Loudon, Cumbria 21. Jack Bowes, Yorkshire 13. Lee Longland, North Lancs and Fylde 21. Ian Brown, Derbyshire 17. Gareth Coates, Yorkshire 21. Lyndon Carr 6, Greg Smith, Warwick and Worcester 21. Sorry, Lyndon Carr, North Lancashire Fylde. Michael Sweeney 12, Ross Dunkley, was it Michael Sweeney Yorkshire 12, Ross Dunkley Warwick and Worcester 21, and finally the last game in the last 16, Mitch Toth Greater Manchester 19, Matt Horton North Midlands 21. So that gives us the following lineup. Chris Mordew will take on John Edmondson, both from Yorkshire, both of Pudsey. Barry Loden of Cumbria will take on Lee Longland, the North Lancashire Fylde. Merringley Ross Dunkley of Warwick and Worcester, and winner of this event in 2021 will take on Matt Horton of the North Midlands. So just hang tight, we'll leave the camera running. We think that the internet dropped out earlier. I hope, fingers crossed, that won't happen again, and we'll get going with some coverage as soon as some bowling starts. So we'll be back shortly.
He's gone to marking. He's marking, so you just sit on there. He's stepping up. Yeah. This is a better view anyway, Joyce. You can see the scores and you've got the sun.
Dunkley and Matt Horton, because they've not been on anything. Gareth Coates hasn't been, but Greg Smith has. I think it's one of the last two games for me. Whichever you prefer. I think that. How do I get feedback on that? Live chat. Okay. As you can see, the quarterfinal game has started, but we're going to leave it open to you who's viewing. If you get in touch with us, let us know in the chat which game would you want to see. Do you want to see the Greg Smith Gareth Coates game, Ross Dunkley and Matt Horton, Barry Loden, Lee Longland, or the game that's currently on the green, John Edmondson and Chris Mordew? Let me know quickly, please.
Avo says Gareth Coates and Greg.
Avo says Gareth Coates and Greg. Well, whatever Avo wants. Well, that's one. Anybody else? Either text us on the live chat. Another one for Greg Smith. We want to be as interactive as possible. We want to give you exactly what you want. We've already got the West Yorkshire branch of the Greg Smith fan club in front of us. We know what game she'll be wanting. In fact, she might do co-commentary on it, she says. Another one for Smith and Coates. Yeah, I think Smith and Coates might be the one. Yeah. Smith Coates. Thanks, Rooks. And as you can see from the the sun has come out and it is absolutely roasting now. People are stripping off all over the place. I've never seen as much skin in all my life. It's absolutely disgusting. And then that's just the blokes. So, big Greg Smith. It's looking like this is the game we're going to be covering. There was a little squeal there. So we've got a cracking game in prospect. Both this year's merit winners of their respective counties, arguably the two strongest counties in the game, Yorkshire, Warwick and Worcester. And representing Yorkshire, we have Greg Smith, that was a good start. Gareth Coates, I'm going to get, do you know, with these too many G's, that's the problem. So we've got Coates and Smith. Gareth Coates representing Yorkshire, blue shirt, blue and white bowls. Greg Smith, grey fleece. I'm sure that'll come off soon enough after he's run up one or two. And he's playing with black bowls with stickers on both sides. I think red and blue on one side and blue and white on the other. But I'm sure we'll get some close-up shots of those. So Gareth Coates wins the toss. Leads out. Both left-handers, of course, which is always good fun. 200 and odd watching now. That's fantastic. There's, how many's here, Steve? Good 800,000. Good turnout all round this main green now. And he's led out towards us. Referee up. And he's over sent this, gone a yard past. So he's playing thumb peg. The left-hander's thumb peg will always be referring to their hand. Watched his first game. Well, it would have been his first game on this green. Second round game, he played Darren Naylor from Cumbria. It was 13-0 up in absolutely no time whatsoever. But he put him a little bit closer, he did with his lead. This is a better ball altogether. Look at this. What a great rectification that was. An absolute nose ender. Referee's been called into action. Very important because Greg will strike if it's only one. At the minute, nobody's telling them. They can't seem to decide. Oh, they've both just put their hand up for one. Greg's going to strike. And it's away, and it's close, done it, got the jack clean. Could only see a third of it. Got it out absolutely clean as a whistle. Nullified the end. So Gareth gets to send the jack, set the new mark. Jack should be a metre on, but it's only approximately. We were moaning earlier about the cold and the rain. It's like sitting in an oven at the minute. If anyone's watching and they want to Uber Eats me some nice cold refreshment, I'd be very, very happy with that. Just Eat. Gareth just sent the jack straight to Lee Longland, who was walking across his land. So, Gareth Coates, Yorkshireman from Halifax, leads the jack out towards the far corner. Finger peg. Still 0-0. This looks absolutely bang on the road. Length required. Just too far. The road was perfect. Gone good.
It's a bit, hasn't it, Andrew?
Even Steve's noticed it's got warmer. He'll be taking one of his 7 jumpers off in a minute. Well, it looks like he's wearing 7 jumpers. Oh no, that's just his stomach. Apologies. So Greg stepped in. Greggus to his fans. This looks outside the line. I don't think it's going to peg. It's too far as well. So 1 for Greg. They're highly critical, this crowd today. Second end, drag him off. Jeepers, I'm glad I'm not playing at this level anymore. They'd be dragging me off before I went on. Just a brace for Greg Smith. Knocked the jack off when faced with a front toucher at the first end. Picked up a nice double at the second end. So now all the games are on the green. All the crowd are all round here now. And Greg, unusually for him, but maybe not on this screen, I don't know. I've only seen him play 1 game on it. Has gone for the corners, playing a big swinging peg into our commentary corner. Got to get it here, but then it runs a little bit of the death. Another little rise, and the jack's just got over that. Needs to run. It's going to be short. It's 2 yards off. Probably only a yard short of running though, if that doesn't sound too daft. But I'm sure you bowlers understand what I'm talking about. This needs to run as well. This has had a puncture. This has had a puncture. Well, they're giving it him straight away. Big favourite down here, Greg. Did you manage to get any odds updates while you was over there, Steve?
I had to run back, but Greg were 4-5. I think it was, I'm not quite sure, I think it might have been 15-8 Colt. That was all off the long book. Didn't get the others because they had to return to the commentary book.
Yes, unfortunately that technical issue just stifled Steve's attempts to get the odds. And line 2 is Greg. This ball will go in. Will he? Doesn't want to peg anymore. Doesn't get there. Doesn't get in. Stood up, it had a chance. It's fallen out for me. Yeah, Gareth tosses the mat in. Stood up, had a bit of a squeak. Another 6-incher running, it was in. That's what this game's about. It's all about inches. All about inches. So
Heat bet was 1-3 Greg, 2's Colts.
2 big price for Colts, 2-1 on a heat. 1-3 though. Is it printing money that? I'm not so sure. But if it's 4-5 for the comp, 1-3 seems quite a reasonable price. Gone off into the far distance, playing their finger peg. It'll swing, swing, swing all day on a length. Not so bad. He's been christened the GOAT. Good player as he is. It's a few years before he'll be able to claim that title, I'm afraid. There's 1 or 2 just before that. Certain Mr. Duncan springs to mind, but certainly in the current crop, he's definitely right up there. Probably battling it out with Callum. Gareth short again. Greg's second ball. It's on a similar row to his first. Just needs a length. Length required is further. Well, he's made his first in a real one. Should be asking how many it is. Just 1 down is the call. Connor Chamberlain went on and had a look. Probably get told off now. Sent it. Oh, he's had a bump. He'd had a right bump. Been condemned from hand. Shorter than his first. He'd had a bad travel. That's first real bad bounce I've seen on the green, but Greg won't care. Quick catch up on current scores. So Chris Moru, John Edmondson, 4 apiece. We've got Barry Loden, 3, Lee Longland, 8. Obviously Greg's 4-0 up, and finally Ross Dunkley is 2-0 up against Matt Horton. So only really Lee Longland got any sort of gap so far, but early days in all these games. They've come back. Left-hander's thumb peg, just a yard short of pace. It's probably 4.5, 5 feet short, but really just a yard of pace. Get it there. This needs to run away. They're weeing it. It'll go. If it misses, it goes in. Yeah, it's probably gone in even by hitting it, which is ridiculous, really. But so he just needs to put anything in, really. Oh, dear me. Oh. Didn't shout feet. Chris didn't see it. Didn't shout. Maybe he didn't like it, but who knows? Maybe he just didn't hear him. Thought he'd missed it. I don't want to insinuate anything at all. Well, he's a little bit further. It's a good one now. He'll probably say that that's where Feston were going. Needs to run another inch, miss it. Oh, would have won it clear, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage. Just over 325 viewers watching it to match the 1,000 or so that's round the green here. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to Bowls Observer. Q-Man does a great job with these events. And if you're feeling really bored, get along to Andy Cairns' channel and feel free to watch all the videos that are on there. There's several hundred of them.
Thanks also to John Moore's Trading for sponsoring the event today. Very kind of them. Hope it's a long relationship with Crown Green Bowls.
Yeah, without sponsors, we struggle a little bit, as you all know. So Greg's not changing. Gone back down to that VIP tent corner. Finger peg. This is a good line. Pulling about a yard off. Good road, but no length. Just gone out. I might have to take my hoodie off.
When Andrew dresses himself again. Greg's trying to get another. It's not short, you know. Be wanting to stop in a minute. But gets one onto Gareth Bowl. Gareth, body language is not great after he sent this one. Needs to peg for England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales. 2-2.
Yeah, fully clothed again now with my baby pink polo shirt. Oh, spilt all onions down it. Never mind, the 2 to Greg. Great start for the 2018 winner We were down there, was it 28? Oh no, that was Chris, 2013. Actually, I thought that was a bit too recent. Yeah, that was down at M&B, Portland Road, I think it was, in Birmingham. One of the first really good events we were involved in streaming, and it's great still to be involved. So Greg's come back towards us, just tight lengths, not so bad, maybe a big footer running, just needed a road. If that was on a road it would have been a good one. So Gareth looks to far, needs to hit something, needs to hit that jack, it'll go a bit now. It's trickle, gone out. Probably only a foot over, but just a few of these little humps, you get over the top of them, that's that, they're gone. So Greg needs to run a little bit, gets another though, line 2, not been licking these, and it doesn't get any easier. You've got to do it earlier, sooner rather than later. Has he sent it further? He's further back, he's not getting to that. Oh, he nearly gave it one then. Thought he were going to give it one. Lead on. Saver. Another one to Smith. Although Gareth needs to have a look. If I was Gareth, I'd just call for tapes, just to give himself a minute. Just to give himself a minute. Few in the crowd just giving him a bit of grief. So that's 8 without. You decided on the game, we're showing it you. Hope you're enjoying this at home. Tell your friends, tell everyone you know who likes bowls that this is on. Absolutely stroke that ball out. I can only dream about having a delivery like this. Just outside the line, but it will peg. Just on a length, it'll do it all. It's not disastrous. Not disastrous, couple of foot. It's getting to the stage where if I was Gareth, I might consider turning over. Chances, yes, one off it, needed that, needed it. Oh.
To all your friends for calling.
Cold. Diet Coke, Pepsi Max, anything like that. Yeah, soft drinks. So just getting asked if I wanted a drink, which I absolutely do. And don't worry, for all of you out there, it's not alcoholic, too soon. So Coates, he's on the scorecard unless he does something silly with this ball, which he's well outside it. Don't think he's hard enough to knock that short ball in of Greg's even. I'll put my TV, he's just got another. Welcome to the game, Gareth. 2-8. Now if he was feeling brave, he'd come back the other peg, but I don't think he will. It's not got to that stage yet. Bring him back the other peg, that's what they used to do in the good old days. Now he's decided to cut the green in half. Staying away from these corners. Well, it was just going to be short, but not by an awful lot. And of course, they're usually having that back and all that nonsense goes on. First ball in the end, you've no choice. Have it back, play it again. If you think it was short, leave it short. If you think it was a good one, get a good one. I tell you. That's why the rules are there. It's already already debates going on. Would you have had that back? Should he have it back? Of course he should have it back. It's first ball of the end, dearie me. It's not like he was ridiculously short. Well, this is a similar ball. It's a good. That's about as similar, I would say. 15-inch short. Just enough room to get past it. Well, if it runs, it wins. Gone in. What a good ball that is. No doubt Greg's supporters are saying there's justice. I think that's all a bit harsh, but never mind. Great ball from Greg. Now then, has he reached? Has he left it? Has he left it? Indeed he has. Well, there's not a lot of danger really for Greg. Well, somebody's just turned the light off.
I could do with it. It's a bit difficult seeing this screen.
I'm sure it is. Look at that. Yeah, Steve apologising for the glare of the sun. It's just got in now. It's cooling down a little bit. Great two from Greg. 10-2. Just in the way of Dunley and Horton. So they've just moved back, and while they're setting this mark, I'll just run you through the scores. Chris Moru is now 10-5 up with John Edmondson. Barry Lowden is 8, Lee Longland 11, and Ross Dunkley 9, Matt Horton 4. And the game we're concentrating on, Greg Smith versus Gareth Coates. Greg Smith, the GOAT they're calling him. 10-2 up, and to be honest, the way he's playing, it's a reasonable shout. He's got the bookies running scared. I think they're due to lose a few quid, which they're bound to do because everyone wanted to back him. Coates is just struggling a bit, seems to have lost his length. Big confidence player is Gareth. Has a very, very good game in him. Excellent front runner. And he's just put another one in as Greg. This is exhibition stuff. Absolutely exhibition stuff. Well, striking. Close. Oh, he's got rid of one. Jack's moved. Stopped on. Got him deep in the corner now. That's on his mark. Meanwhile, one of the blue and white bombs has disappeared into the crowd. There we go. It's back. So we've got Greg back in the corner, leading out there. Put the left-hander's thumb peg into our commentary corner, right in front of the chairperson of the West Yorkshire branch of the Greg Smith fan club. She's loving every minute of it. Thank you. Oh, decent lead. Got his eye in. Difficult corner this. He's only about 18 inches short on the road. This is tight. Another Steve Davis ball. Never seen as many Steve Davis balls as I have today. Absolutely stroked this out, by the way. Stroked it out. Needs to run though. Didn't just push through it. Not just got here. He's only a yard short of running, but he'll be tempted to strike at this. He'll be tempted to have a go at this, even though it's a yard off. Well, 2.5 foot off. He's got to get past that short ball, and he can't. Yep, striking. Feet. Close. Ooh, just underneath. One more to Greg Smith. 12-2. Kicks in the debris. No need for him to change this game plan. Oh, the sun's gone in. It's just dropped a bit of cloud cover, so Steve can do his job a bit better. I'm a bit cooler. Got a nice Diet Coke in hand. Not sure life gets a lot better than this. Great day this. Shame we can't get more people round the green, really. It is pretty much packed.
Very smoothly.
Been a very, very well run event. Jim McGurk's worked tirelessly plus a lot of other people to make this event run swimmingly, and it really has gone well. You deserve a pat on the back. Led one out full corners again. 15-inch off.
You've got players up. You've got players in the way. Do apologise. Can't do that about
How dare the players? I can't see now. No, it's short and narrow. Well, it's narrow. I can't see actually. I'm just guessing now. I might as well not bother talking for the next 2 minutes. And I know some of you prefer if I stop talking altogether. But there we go. That's what I get paid for. Well, a gap in the players just appeared then. I can tell you he's line two good uns as well. These corners look very, very difficult. Gone for them. No. Didn't hear out. 2 to Smith, 14-2. Don't forget, Gareth's a top player, won a lot of big events. One of the very best in Yorkshire, the current reigning champion, and Greg is absolutely demolishing him. No disrespect to Gareth, but Greg is just, in this game currently, head and shoulders above his opponent. Not gonna change it, is he? So left-handers thumb peg back into our commentary corner. Well, just needs to keep running. Runs another foot and it's an absolute reel. And yes, not bad at all. Not bad. Roaded just short. Just want to say another big thank you to all of you that's tuned in. This is good. This is a big chance. Big chance. Needs to miss that ball. Just run in the back of it. When it's not going for you, it's not going for you. Got to be a little bit careful. Got to give it a bit of air now. Just come on the outside of that. Certainly on a good road. Length required. Oh, just a ball to back. Well, similar ball. He can nudge his own in. Well, he's here. Big chance. Oh, he's going to be to back with pace, I think. Oh, he's won off it. He's wicked off it. Wow. Sometimes you just need something like that to kickstart you. 3:14. 3:14. Long way to get back. Just set yourself a few targets to keep hold of Jack for a couple of ends. Just try and drag it down. Gareth's gone up the club edge, bias to the ditch, thumb peg. So the left-hander.
2 foot over.
2 foot over, says Steve the cameraman, because I'm, from my seated position, I'm struggling a little bit. In fact, I might have to stand up, which I don't like doing. Yeah, I think that's just won it on a length. So it just needs to take about 18-inch, 2 foot. Oh, this looks like it's had a puncture. It's had a puncture and it's tight. I'm not going to crack it again because it's boring. Stroked it out. I've noticed this game he's not done I've stuttered. Not done his stuttering delivery much this game at all. Just 1 to Greg. 15-3. I'm sure he'll try these other corners now. Quick catch up on the scores. Pinky Edmondson is trailing 9-14. Lee Longland is trailing Barry Loden 13-15. And Ross Dunkley is 13-8 up against Matt Horton. Well, he's made a liar out of me as Greg. He hasn't gone in the corner, he's gone up the club edge. Yes, he's come back to the fan club. She's going crazy. Led one just over a foot past. He's likely to be too far with this. Just finishes now. He's going to run. Needs to peg and sit on it. He's sat on it, yes, just stuck in. Good ball, give it a chance. That's all he can do at this stage. Just got to dig in, keep trying, keep going. Greg's on his way. Looks, chances. 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 Good ball is this. Won it back. Nothing to sit on now. Foot behind. Got to find one here. Well, he's give it a chance. He's give it a squeak, you know. Just a bit of bias now. What a good ball this is. Great ball.
That even got a clap from the fan club, that one.
Well, I think she's got a foot in both camps, you know. I think he's foot in both camps. Anyway. Gareth's got the jack back. He's not sure what he's going to do. Yeah, so... Can you believe it's gone dark again?
It's great for me. It's just see what I'm doing.
It's about time you knew what you were doing. Right, so Gareth Coates has led out towards the snack van. Well, I could tell you a tale about that, but I won't do just yet. He's led one, good 2 yards past. I think it's all uphill there. And Greg's just, well, stood one all over it. Gone a foot, nothing wrong with that. Sorry, just draining my Diet Coke, whatever it was, bit of ice. So, Gareth, are you there? Are you there? He's there, he's there, is he there? Yes, won it. Signalling that it's won it. Now we've got people just wandering on the green with beer, which is just ridiculous. Oh, Greg, you need the jack. Needs the jack, and he's got the jack. Made a brace. What a ball that is! You can't teach that. Can't teach it. 17-4. 17-4. Gareth's not actually done that much wrong, but Greg has been extremely good in this game. Properly good performance. Real top draw stuff. Exhibition stuff. Now
Now, coming back down towards our commentary corner. I don't think he'll be able to send it though, because there's another. Yeah, jack up called. Matt Horton's led his jack into the corner. Played an absolute reel, and by the way as well. So it's up to Greg really whether he waits or just puts it a yard further back, which is probably what he wants to do. Oh, and that very good ball, by the way, got beat first time up. What do I know? So Greg's just waiting till they finish this end. So, possibly two ends from home.
Yes.
Just making sure now he delivers. Travelling nice. It'll go past the jack. There's no danger of that. Yeah, just to back more than anything. I think on a better road it wouldn't have been so bad. Just a little bit of bear there as well. No criticism of the green. The green's in remarkably good condition, really. Just one or two bare spots where the high spots are on the hollows, around the hollows. Gareth's played a very good reply. On its way. Big chance. Big chance. Big chance. Touches the jack. Hell of a bowl. Never looked off the road from hand. Now then, has he turned over? Or he must be tight unless he's turned over. Oh, he's not knocked it in, has he? No. Just always tight. Moru 15-12, 16-12. Loden 17-16. Dunley 17-9. And Smith 18-4. Going back on this mark that's proved so fruitful this afternoon. Jack's very near the edge. Very near the edge. Something 2 foot short of that'll look like a front toucher. Needs to rise. Tight. It's on the green. It's on the green. Couple of yards off. On the road it wouldn't have been so bad, but it wasn't. Now then, Gareth. Absolutely dreadful, these balls, for judging. I know most of you think I can't tip a bin anyway, but even worse when these marble things are going across. Absolutely stroked that out. Stroked it out. This looks bang on the road, by the way. Needs to finish, and it has done. Now then, yard in Gareth and you win it. I think there's a slight difference in bias as well. Greg seems to be slightly keener than Gareth. One more. 19-4. We are trying to be as interactive as possible. If you want to get involved, please put something in the chat.
We apologise for the queue at the bar. The bar staff are doing the best they can, but the queue is currently somewhere out round the corner. So please be patient.
Public service information. As I say, if you want to get involved, please stick a message on the live chat or text me or Steve, and we'll try and get you involved in this streaming as much as possible. Poor lead from Greg. Gareth steps in. There's still room. Greg, of course, massive favourite to win this event. We're actually a long way from the bookies board. We can't see a thing. It's between the two greens. No idea what the current odds are. I'd imagine. Excuse me. I'd imagine it'd be even shorter. He'll be 1-4, something like that. Well, this can't fail, can it? No. Good ball. So Gareth's just clinging on to the hope of making a bit of a comeback. That's 5-19. Moru 18-13 up. Lowden 19-17 up. Dunley 18-10 up and line 2, absolute pearlers. And finally Greg Smith 19-4. So Gareth's decided that there's no option for it. He's going back in the corners, but he's gone the other peg and he's chucked his ball off nearly. And why bother is the cry. It's all right doing that as long as you nail the lead. It's great to have you all watching. Could be a big problem for the bookie if Gareth wins this game, wins this event. Could be a big loser for him. All these Midlanders will have backed him. 3-1 at the start of the day seemed like a very short price. Do you remember the game we showed earlier with Robin Bennett from Wales? 21-20. Well, actually lay game at one point, and Greg found the ball. They say you always have one of those when you win a comp. Striking at it, looking at it, needs the jack now. Who's got the jack? Oh, and it's into the stewards. 6. It's a boundary. Well, second prize, he'll be happy with that though.
Nearly an insurance claim coming in for that one.
And where there's blame, there's a claim. Injury lawyers for you. Meanwhile, Ross Dunley. Lying game, has he got it out? I think he has. I think Matt Orton's save game. Gareth sticking with his plan, coming back in the corners, but the opposite peg to what Greg was sending the jack. It's an interesting play. Some of the old timers used to do it. Chris Moru now all but 14. Baz Lowden, Lee Longland, 19 across. They're all boiling up these games. They're all due to be finished around the same time. And one of these games is 19-5. And Greg just came in on the peg he's been playing. Put 1 2 foot off. Well, 20-inch. I'm being.
Top of the screen. Russ Dunley wins 21-11. They're in the way of the scoreboard again.
All the Jacks are now in this corner. It's absolutely chaotic. Lee Longland led out at 19 apiece. He's not led a good one. He's a yard through.
Greg going for game.
This needs to run. Greg's ball needs to run. Just another inch. Game weighed in. Greg Smith, 21. Gareth Coates, 5.
Lee Longland lies 20.
He's to far again. He's Lee's absolutely buzzed this ball. Needs to hit it. Oh. Well, he's in, but there's not a good ball at the end yet. Baz Lowden, anywhere within 4 foot wins. Anywhere. Oh, he's hit the jack. The jack's gone down the hill. Lee Longland still counts the end. Lee Longland counts the end somehow. All but 19. Which game are you on, Q, man? They're all but. Both games are all but.
I need another camera.
Well,
No idea what
Chris Moru lies game with that last ball. It's not a good one, but it's in. Pressure. Meanwhile,
like it.
Is it too far? Is it too far? It's too far. Moru weighed in, 21-14. Meanwhile, back to Lee Longland, middle of the green. He's led an absolute nose-ender. Lowden short. Needs to get this ball past the jack, because there's only one way that jack's going, and it isn't back towards us.
Lee's picked his head up after the last end and actually nailed one.
I think a spectator handed it him back.
Positional ball.
Barry's gone off the mark, gone to see how far the ball is from the jack, and he's going to be very disappointed. I think it's touching. He's got to have an absolute all-out strike at this. Got to get the jack off the green. Can't just play. Oh, he's playing a yard over. Does he think he can chip it out? Can he chip it out? It's his own. Longland won, 21-19. Fantastic. What a fantastic 4 games we've just seen there. Chris Moru wins 21-14 over John Edmondson. Lee Longland 21. Barry Lowden 19. Another fantastic effort. Gareth Coates disappointed with his display, 5. Greg Smith 21. And the last quarter-final, Ross Dunkley 21. Matt Horton 11.
Well, you've got a repeat of the Warwick and Worcester Merit final. Ross Dunkley against Greg Smith, and there's only 21 points scored in the entire game.
Eh? How's that work?
Bagel.
Eh?
21-0.
Who was Polo Mint?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen that before. I didn't know that. You've taught me something there, Q, man. 21-0
in a merit final.
In a merit final?
Roster probably doesn't want us to bring it up.
Well, I think if we get to interview Ross at any point, I will not be mentioning it. You will.
He's bigger than me. You'll have to do it. You're bigger than he is.
Thanks for that. So, what a fantastic pair of semi-finals we've got. Chris Moru against, well, it'll be fair to say the outsider Lee Longland. I don't think, maybe his dad and a few others might have just thought he could get to this stage, and he's done absolutely fantastically to do so. And the other game, of course, Greg Smith and Ross Dunkley. Again, we want to be interactive. We want to show you what you want to see. So let us know which semi-final you want. I think I already know the answer to it, but if you just want to pop it in the live chat or text us or messages, whatever you like, that's absolutely fine. Just looking at some of the messages in the chat. Mike Walker, marble bowls. Remember those clear jellies Mr. Cairns used to use? And I used to be a big advocate of those bowls, actually. They were one of the first pair ever made as well. They were an amber colour with glitter in, and they were very, very beautiful, very pretty. I just couldn't play very well with them. So no doubt there'll be a little bit of a break now for the players, just to have a break, have a drink, just maybe calm down a little bit, and we'll obviously cover whichever game you prefer. As I say, I think I know which one it is. If we had 2 cameras, we might think about doing both, but Steve's struggling to do it with 1 camera, so so anyway, right, we're just going to I'm just going to put the microphone down for a minute, and I'm going to let Q-Man say a few words.
Well, once again, I'd like to thank sponsors. Moore's Trading, wonderful job, thank you very much. Also thanks to everybody involved with the club here, Penfield's Bowling Club. They've put a marvellous show on with the help and guidance and assistance of the Staffordshire County Bowling Association. This has been by far the biggest crowd I've seen at a bowls match since COVID, really. So they've done a wonderful job. All the locals have come out and done a fantastic job supporting the event, and I hope the 490 that we've got watching so far stay with us, and hopefully we can get a few more, and we should have 3 good games to come, 2 in the semi-final, 1 in the final, and there will of course be a few minutes break whilst everyone gets refreshment, players just relax in a minute, and we will be obviously keeping the coverage going, but we'll be right back.
Well, I think we've been very nice, haven't we, for a change? Change in tap.
What they could do is making its mind up, but it's going to be... I've got cold. I think they're still queuing out the bar.
I like big dogs. Big dogs are softer. They are, they're not yappy. You know, good temperament. Rather than really
got a betting update. Chris Moru, this is all on obviously to win the competition. Chris Moru's 9-4. Lee Longland's 12-1. Greg Smith 2-5. Ross Dunkley 5-1. So it's obvious who the favourite is, and the way he's played, well, all bar the first game we covered today, he's not really give anybody a chance. So we'll be starting in a few minutes. Don't go away.
Just before we get started with the semi-finals, I just want to give a few shout-outs to people. Penfields, as a club, I think they've done an absolutely amazing job. The greens are in top condition, lovely pace to them. I know we've seen a few balls going off over the ditches, but it's just one edge where they haven't just got the ditches repaired properly yet. I think they're working on that. The other three edges are absolutely fine. The green's great. The bar's been doing a roaring trade in food and drink. All the stewards who have held out, they've parked, I think, 90 cars, something like that, on the surrounds round the club. There's another 60 on the school just down the road, which are helping out. It really is fantastic the day for these clubs. It's not just for the players and the spectators. The clubs need these events just to make money as well. It's just a shame we don't have more of them. As I said earlier, I think it's been really well run today, and I'm so happy that they've got us back involved in live streaming these events. I think that we try to bring them to a wider audience. Not everyone can attend. It also gives wider coverage for the sponsors, not just the people here see and hear them, but people all over the world also get to hear the name, and they maybe have some business for them. I thought the standard of bowling this morning before we started filming was very good, and it's only got better. I think it's been absolutely top draw today. It's a very difficult green, but they're absolutely platting it in places. There's been no very poor ends. It's all been really top quality stuff, and well done to the players. It's not been easy. The rain's been coming and going, so I think they've done really well. The first semi-finals just coming onto the green now. Chris Moru, former winner. Is it 2018, I think? Do you know, I'm terrible with names. With years now. 2018. I have a bit of a blank. 2019 to 2021. If I remember rightly, that year Chris took on Wayne Ditchfield in the final. Wayne Ditchfield was odds-on favourite. He'd absolutely battered everyone he played all day, but Chris didn't mind that. He just went on and played his game and won. And there's the likely scenario that something similar is going to be in the offing. A big favourite taking on Chris. Can't underestimate him. He's been around. He has done it all, and I mean done it all. He'll go down as one of the best players ever to play this game. You don't worry about that. And Lee Longland, crazy legs, long legs, whatever you want to call him. Nice lad, good player. Difficult delivery, you never know, might just upset the apple cart. Bookies have got him as a massive outsider, 12-1, but who knows? All you have to do is put balls close for a few ends, and anything can happen. I'm just seeing a message of support from his teammate to Houghton in playing the Preston League. Anthony Rukin, another nice guy. Come on, long legs, bring it home. Just a short delay, I think. I think Chris is just using the facilities, and he's coming back now. You can just see him squeezing through the crowd. Somehow. Typical bowls. Players can't get to the green. So, shake of the hands, photograph.
So is it
for semi-final about to start. We'll obviously bring you the first few ends of this game, and then we'll be concentrating on the battle of the Warwick and Worcester Warriors. Greg Smith and Ross Dunkley. Repeat of the Warwick and Worcester Merit Final, which involved a polo by all accounts. Did not know that. I don't know where I was when that was happening. I never read about it. So, Chris Moru leads out into the commentary corner. Finger peg. Won't be so bad. Just going to be tight. Length's good. Length's very good. Just tight. Not a bad start. One of those you'd rather have it than lick it. This is a lot wider. It doesn't look like it's coming. Had a blowout. Had a bit of a blowout. Never mind. First ball of the semi-final. Maybe a few nerves. This looks a good ball from Chris. It's wider. Length's good. Very good ball. Leads further. Is to back. Can't stop. Leaves two. Good start for Moru. Moru 2. Let's hope Lee just settles down, doesn't let the occasion get to him. Is it raining again? Is it raining? Just had it confirmed, it's raining again. I can't believe it. This weather's changed today more times than I changed my underwear in a week. So Moru, finger peg down towards the VIP tent corner, led an absolute smoker, roll over the jack. They're the sort of things that give you that lovely feeling in your tummy. He's a smart one on the road here. Looks a bit too far though. Be short when it hits that other one. That's one way of stopping him. That's one way of stopping him. Lee's certainly further. He's a mile too far. He needs to hit something. He's off the green. Leaves another two. If Lee did have a weakness in his game, it is a distance. No disrespect meant. Anyway, we're going to leave that game. That's 4-0 to Moru. And here we go. Greg Smith versus Ross Dunkley. Two former winners. They're battling. They're going to be battling for these corners. They both want to play exactly the same mark. And Greg's got his dart in first. Referee, nice to see in his lovely white polo shirt instead of the blazer and tie that you normally see. Looks rather modern and stylish, if you don't mind me saying. So Greg coming towards us. Further it goes, the better. It's not a disastrous lead. Foot will get him there. So Chris is waiting. This could be a long day. This could be a very, very long game. So, Greg's changed peg. Doesn't want to knock that ball in. Doesn't want to knock that ball in. He's going to collapse now. Run straight. Stops. Great ball. So Ross is following it. Right-handed Ross, of course. Left-handed Greg. This needs to tap. Well, it could go out. Could go out. Has done. 2 to Smith. So now Chris will send his jack out, and if it's anywhere near this end, they'll move, I guess. Although, where he sent that, there was no need to have waited. Oh well, maybe he didn't go where he sent it. Still, Greg's just moved the mat across, looking into that far corner, lovingly. Sends it out, the swinging left-hander's finger peg. Just to the left-hand side of the VIP corner. Going nice. Going nice. Needs to just keep going. Just a yard. Just a yard of running. That's all it needs. Ross sent his ball further than Greg. Just needs to peg now. Just needs to peg and touch the jack. Good ball. Very good. And now Lee Longland just in the way of Greg there. Now then, there's more in this, I can tell you. He's really sent through that. How narrow is he? He's just going to whip, gone out. Somebody's just celebrating in the crowd. It's just what you need. Well, beats that short ball, he gets another. Yeah. 2 to Dunkley, 2 apiece. Bit of pressure off. So, a good start for Ross, got on the board, 2 apiece, led the jack out up towards the club. Led a decent ball, just 10 inch past. One of them you'd rather have than have to lick, I know that. Greg wants this to run. Wants it to run. Just going to be short. Just given up. Dunkley's in. Now then. So, is he here? Has he left it? Oh, he's just pegged up over it. Wow. Came, changed peg. So Greg needs to just promote his own, or just come past it with a couple of inches running in. Needs to run. Bashed it in. That's the ball. That's the right sort of ball. 1 to Smith. Meanwhile, Lee Longland has broke his duck in the other game and led a front toucher. Scores now 1-6. Smith leads out. Left-hander's finger peg down into the far corner on this shade of beautiful tree. Quick finish, all downhill. Absolutely stroked it out. Not so bad, maybe a yard past. he's left it short of the jack, but not sure if it's just gone. Looks short, really. Looks like it's given up to me. Greg's just taking his time. No rush. Just got to take a little bit of running out. Looks like this needs to run an inch. Needs to run an inch now. Peg heavy. Oh, wow, that's absolutely whizzed past. That last couple of yards absolutely flown. Anything past his own wins just beats it. Yep. It's a 2. 2 to Dunley. Goes in front, 4-3. Wasn't expecting that. Dunley. Way short, 4 foot short. Finger peg, right-handed finger peg coming up towards the entrance to the club. And it's absolutely packed over there. Well, it's further. It's further. It's the jack, it's a good ball, yeah, good ball. Well, needs to run now. Get inside it. Oh, hard lines. Needed to miss it and it couldn't. I think he's going to have to come the other way in. I don't think he can do any damage on this peg, and it's just a foul. If it ran the jacket, it wouldn't have been a problem. So that's 4 apiece. Meanwhile, in the other game, Chris Moru's winning 7-3.
Big thanks once again, of course. Must mention the sponsor, Moore's Trading Limited, Staffordshire based. Over 40 years of experience helping all their customers with their needs. Big thanks to them, of course, for joining us joining the Crown Green family. There's Greg's lead bowl. Sun's coming out again, which is nice, but not when you can't see what you're doing with the camera. Anyway, back to Andrew.
Cheers, Q, man. So Greg's gone back towards the VIP tent corner. Led one a yard past. Ross is a couple of yards short, really. Greg just checking. Couldn't believe that it's not been beat. Little stutter. He's changed his peg. Coming the left-handed stump peg. Needs to peg. If you remember, everything swings to the right in that corner, so it's not going to peg uphill. So Ross just is stuck to the same original peg. Just needs a bit of running in. Can't. Yes, I think it's won it. I think it's won it. I just can't be 100% for me. Calling for measures. We've currently got 466 people watching at home. Good afternoon to you all. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. As I say, I'm totally trying to be as interactive as we possibly can. Anything you want to ask, anything you want to know, anything you want to say, please get in touch and we'll do our very best to accommodate you. Smith won, just give up. Slack band, every bowler's favourite band. So, Greg Smith, winner in 2013. Possible winner today. If you ask the people round the green, he's the man that they think is going to win this. Of course, it's not a popularity contest, it's whoever puts the balls nearest. And he's trying to put one near here, and he is doing. He's just going to go past the jack. Needed to pick it up, really. Good road. It would have pegged right to it on a length. Instead, he's just a couple of foot past. Now then, Ross. Better pace, but tight. It'll stop in. 18 inches, 20 inches. Afternoon, Marius. This is at Penfield Sports in Wolverhampton. Beautiful little venue. Ever get the chance to come and visit, I'm sure they'll make you very welcome. I can't speak of the quality of the beer because I haven't had one yet. Well, Greg, that's a good length, good ball, won it. Now then.
Bad news if you want a burger.
Oh, burger van's gone. Ooh, I hope they've settled the bill. Well, ran out of burgers and hot dogs and all sorts. So, Greg Smith won. Nice little incident. Well, it wasn't a nice little incident. I thought I was going to have to pay for a burger earlier. We normally get a complimentary tea ticket, you know, as you do for doing these sorts of things. Anyway, the normal protocol is you go to the burger van, you ask for a burger, you give them your tea ticket, they give you a burger, and at the end of the day, they settle up with British Crown Green. Unfortunately, no one had told the burger van this, so when I handed him this tea ticket, he's like, "What's this? Nothing to do with me, this." I thought I might have to get me card out of me wallet that I have locked up in my back pocket. No good, that. Anyway, he'll have made enough for a fortnight in Barbados, I would have thought. So, Greg leading out. Left-hander's finger peg, deep in the corner, right in the apex of the green. Good yard past. This is on a decent road, all about his pace now. That's running as well. Won it, just stopped in. Just needs a yard out. Oh, it's the stutter. Now then. He doesn't like it. There's something wrong with it, he thinks. Has he not sent it, or is it too far again? Yeah, gone out. Dunkley's lying on. All he needs to do, beat his own ball, gets another. Will it run that last yard? Can't tell from our commentary position. Looks a long way short. Yeah, just the one to Dunkley. It's 5-6. Meanwhile, in the other game, Chris Moru leads 11-2.
Chris has trucked the block off twice.
Yeah, he's not keeping the block on very well, isn't Mr. Moru? On a totally unrelated to note, Radcliffe have won a pre-season friendly against Oldham. Always nice to see. Meanwhile, back at the ball in Ross Dunkley. Back up to the club. Right-hander's thumb peg. Led one about 18-inch past. Greg sticks one about 6 inches from it, just in front. Big effort this. Big effort this. Needs to finish. Just short. Just short. Smith won. Not sure that there's a lot of problems. There's a lot of options really. He's just got to rely on his first ball, and he has done, and he's missed the jack, and it's 2. What a great ball that is. Nobody's that good. Although maybe Greg Smith is. It's 8-5 and the sun's come out again, so apologies for the camera work.
I can see the camera, but I can't put on the camera.
It's a problem I had up in Cumbria in that beautiful sunshine. And it also means I'm going to have to set my hoodie off again.
Andrew's just stripping off for the ladies and the gentlemen of that persuasion.
Yeah, thanks for that, Steve. I don't mind. You know, I'm just eye candy to some people, you know. Hello, Claire, if you're still listening. Oh no, you might have gone to work now. So Dunkley's line 1. Smith about to send his ball. Keeps over. He's not played half as well as he did against Gareth Coates. I think he was on top form against Gareth. He's just not leading the same. He's just giving Ross a little bit of room. In fact, he's arguably played better to Ross's jacks than his own. Has Ross got the 2? He has, yes. 2 to Dunkley. 7-8. Nothing in this, just like my bank account. And what's Ross going to do? He's got to change tack from playing up to the club. I don't think he's counted up there yet. So he's going towards the side of the other green, just over the crown. Oh, Moru's just played an absolutely amazing ball in the other game to go 14-3 up. What a class act he is. Dunkley led one, 15 inches off. With just a foot short of running. Well, big effort this. He's changed peg, has he? What a good ball that is. Length perfect. Ross reaching up, playing through, hoping for a contact. On his own even, can win it. Just gone through. So, can Greg repeat his first ball? He's playing so well. Pace looks just too far. He did change peg, he came at it. His finger, Ross led out his finger. Smith won, 9-7. And a big hello to the 484 of you who are watching the stream. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing and hearing. Feel free to get in touch. Trying to make this as interactive as we possibly can. Well, it looks like they might be striking. So Smith leads out into a corner not many people have played today, actually. Kept out of it. Led his thumb peg, played on 6 or 7 inches off. Ross, maybe 2 foot short. I must say my view isn't particularly good from this position. There's a couple of bowlers, several pints and a referee in the way. And as I told you before, I can't be bothered standing up. Just coming round it now, up to the jack. What a very good ball that is. He's got to play through at these. Can't play to lick them. He'd have to be Paul Daniels. Yeah, striking at these. Not surprised. He's playing through. Can't say anything and I didn't hear anything, so I'm assuming that's 2. Right, thanks Q-Man. So that's 11-7. Just a little gap now for 4. Just want to say thank you for all the kind words. Matthew, if I could grab a pint, I would. I think they're queuing somewhere near Cannock to get one. I'm even sat next to Chairman and Club and he hasn't got one either. And he's certainly not getting me one. Anyway, enough of my woes and tribulations. Back to the game. So Greg's trying the other corners, playing his finger peg into the downhill corner to our right, and he's laid a real good ball. It's only a foot past the jack, nothing to sit on. Now then Ross. Is he on the road? If he is, it wins it. What a good ball that is. What a very good ball. Just touched the jack, sat next to it. If Greg plays the same ball, he could sit that out to run the jack. Same ball as his first. Need to hold his nerve with it. Doesn't want to be overplayed because he won't look at it. Now then, needs to finish. He's not got there, just left it short. He's not a lot of danger unless he runs the jack through. He's giving this a real good course of thinking. I think he's changing his peg. Not sure. No, he hasn't. He's stuck to the original peg. Just hard to tell from where they are, where they're coming from. Left it short. Tough to get another ball. It had been real problematic. He had to find an absolute top draw ball. So the other game at the moment, Chris Mordew's winning 15-6. Lee's making a little bit of a comeback. Playing quite well. NBC 2000. Hopefully a few non-bowlers get drawn to the sport from this. Smith rate at Blackpool is what brought bowls to my attention. That is the game I tell anybody who's interested in this sport to watch, to see how it should be played at the very highest level. We can't all run after balls like Callum. We can't all strike like Callum and Greg. But the way they play the game, how they play the game, we can replicate, playing the balls that they play. And that was, to me, one of the finest games we've ever managed to catch on camera, and I watch it myself quite often actually. Green is running absolutely beautifully, Matthew. It's a lovely pace. It runs where it should run. It doesn't where it shouldn't, and it's just an easy send. Obviously, I've not had the ability to play on any of the greens today, but they certainly look very, very conducive to good bowling, and marvellous effort by the club. They've really got him in good nick. So Ross has played up round peg towards our commentary position. Greg has just snuck past. Still a little bit of room. Footer running will get a good one. This looks better. This looks better. That's a good ball. That's a very good ball now then. Greg can't strike at it. Oh, he can strike at it. You can see the jack, of course. So he's going to have to go and try and knock the jack off because he's fairly certain he can't see the ball. Yep. That's a bit wild.
He's underneath.
Oh, well, he's striking at a bare jack to me. It's a tough one. I'm not sure what I would have done. Would have played a rambler on the round peg or what. But anyway, I'm not the GOAT, he is. Anyway, Dunkley leading out 9-11. Back down into the beautiful shade of that tree down there. I wish we had a bit of shade. I mean,
Don't drink while we work.
Don't worry, I've just seen this from Richard Cochran. Stick to the Diet Coke, Andrew, like I do. I absolutely will. When I'm working, I'm a professional, so it's non-alcoholic stuff for me. Ross Dunkley, line 2. Greg was short with his first ball. Good yard shot. All downhill, of course. Very easy to overcompensate and push it too far. Just a little stutter there. Didn't do that at all in the last game. Maybe the pressure's just a little bit different. He's stuck that wide. Should do it all. Should do it all. Just needs a length. Just needs a length. After it, pushing it on. Yes. Good ball, Greg. That's 12-9. In the other game. The other game is 15-9, I believe. They're just looking at an end. Yeah, 15-9. Meanwhile, Greg Smith coming into the opposite corner, led one, 18-inch short. So your 2 foot's my 18-inch. It's about that. Ross is short. I can't tell you what's in my way now. It's a real challenge seeing this end, I'm telling you. I think if I put my head anywhere, I'm going to be in camera. And now I've got a lady in the way. And I haven't got a clue. Let's stand up. Let's stand up. Well, it's line 2. Ross is further. This is tight. Mile tight. It might go off. Goes another inch, it's off. I can't see. Has he gone off? No. Stayed on. Saved one then. Saved one. 12-9. Sorry, 13-9. Apologies, that was the score before the end. Tim Jones, do you know anything about Rugeley Progressive Bowling Club? Well, I'm not sure I even know how to pronounce it. I hope I haven't made a mess of that. I don't know anything about it, basically, so sorry about that. Ian Hazelhurst, scores please, got no sound. Sorry? Not sure what you mean. Anyway, 16-9 Moru leads Longland, 13-9 Smith leads Dunkley. Is anybody else having issues with sound? If you can let me know, please, we'll try and fix it. But according to our levels, everything should be working fine. Right, back to the game. Poor lead from Greg, good 2 yards short. Dunkley leads one, maybe 2.5 foot past. Greg finally gets it away. It's further. It's further. If he's on a road, it's okay. If it's on a road, it's a good one, and it is. I should have never doubted him. I thought he was off the road for a time, but I should know better. Oh, excellent. Sounds good. Fantastic. Right, okay. Something we'll try and look at for maybe in the future. So Steve will probably tell me we can't do it with the current setup, but putting scores on the screen, I don't think we've the facility to do that at the minute, and I'm not sure whether Steve would want to do that because it's another job. So yeah, I'll give them out as often as I possibly can. So the score is now 16-11 to Chris Moru. So he's coming back a little bit, is Lee. He's just settled down. Just got a 2 at the last end. Meanwhile, Greg's heading back in the opposite corner. His thumb peg, right-hander's finger peg. Not as far as the last one. On its way. It's certainly going to be there. Just going to go maybe 2 foot past. Yeah, 2 foot past. Ross sends this ball, sorry. Good on this, good on, taxis in. Now then, he's got a bit of a job on here. It's only a few inches off. Greg needs to, referee of course nowhere near the end to provide the information he requires. I think he might strike. No, just plays through. Now then, the wonderful chairman of the club whose name I didn't get earlier.
Penfield's Bowling and Social Club.
No, your name, Ian.
Oh, well.
The chairman of Penfield's Social and Bowling Club, whose name he won't give me, probably for benefits reasons. Tim Marple, it's on his top. Well, I'm not good at reading. Has just brought us a lovely can of Coke Zero. So it's my friend for life. Of course, he's now opening a Mars bar that he's not sharing with me. But there you go. Dunkley 2. Thank you. So the score's 12-14. Meanwhile, in the other game, the score is now Moru 16, Longland 13. It's almost on the verge of bubbling over. Did you get one? Come on. Come on. So Dunkley led out towards the scoreboards, played a real ball, hit the jack. Finished about 8 inch at the side of the jack. Well, needs to run a little bit now. It's all downhill, needs to finish. Not just got there. Meanwhile, Chris has broken Lee's little run, got in with a front toucher, 17-13. Home of the greatest shoeman. I think I know who that is. These are the semi-finals. You've missed the last 8. You can watch them back at your leisure at another time. Oh, big effort from Greg, but not enough. Now then, that's bubbling over as well. 13-14, Dunley from the mat. For me, he should take him back. Should take him back straight across, and he has done. Playing the right-hander's finger peg, back up towards the club. Absolutely packed with spectators, all enjoying the hospitality of this wonderful club, Penfield Sports and Social Club, and he's led a reel, and that'll keep a draft out on a cold day. Greg's just taking his time a little bit more in this game. He doesn't seem just as fluid as he did against Gareth Coates. He seems to be being put off by a few bits and bobs. Sent it, needs a hit. Tafar missing. Got to go out, gone out. Meanwhile, Lee Longland, crazy legs from Darwin and Horton, gets 2, 15-17. Chris Moru, the Kaiser from Pudsey, just in front, 17-15. Meanwhile, Dunley lies 2 absolute smokers. Smith winding up. This is coming with pace. He's watching it, he's got it, he's got them! He's got them both off! What a strike that is! What a strike that is! Wow! Just when the chairperson of the West Yorkshire branch of the Greg Smith fan club was beginning to worry, he's pulled that out. 15-13, what a strike, he was going behind. Meanwhile, other game, 17-15 to Moru, 2 balls sent, referee hasn't got a clue who's in. Oh, he's pointed to Moru. Both balls are within inches of the jack.
Chris knocked me in last end.
Big effort. Ooh, just tight. Moru was too far. Lee's first ball counted. Chris was short with his second. No, he cracked into it. It's not my recollection. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, sorry, just having a conflab, bit of technical conflab with Q-Man. He's on at me. 2 balls sent. Greg's on. He wants to know how far past. Moru 18-15, he's in the middle of the green. In fact, I think you probably see him in our camera shot. Smith, he's not on the road. He's got a peg heavy. Gets one, it looks a dead length. Now then, can he find one here? Has that strike took all the stuffing out of him? Will it get to him? He's too far, he's tight, too far. Must be a brace, surely. I think it's a brace. Body language tells me. Measures called for. No idea where they are. Oh, they're just meandering on now. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for that, I'll just make a comment about the other game. 18-15 Moru led the jack out down into the shady corner. Led decent ball. Lee was short and tight. Not sure that's made one, to be honest. I'd be wanting to know. It'd change my shot. So only one. He's going for it. Gone for it. Missed it. 19-15 Moru. Yeah. Two for Smith. Didn't see all the measure. (17-13). Thumb peg, left-hander's thumb peg, deep into this commentary corner. You can get past the jack, but there's not a lot of room for it. Has he reached? He's slightly inside the line. If it's too far, it goes off. If it's too far, it goes off. Bad lead. Really only went off because it was tight. No, these are the semi-finals, Matthew. 2 games on the green. Well, as somebody said to me yesterday, it's won it Ross. Well, they didn't say Ross, they said Andy, but you know what I mean. So he needs to take a yard out. Two for Moru. Bad end from Lee, went full corners, did Chris. Put 2 a yard off. Lee couldn't get anywhere near them. So that's Chris Moru in the final, 21-15. Greg Smith made sure he didn't send that one off. He's possibly 2 yards short, but he's further. Whether he's far enough is debatable. It needs to run. It needs to run again. And he's gone in now. Gone in.
He's gone in.
That's it.
Yeah. It stopped and then there's a little hollow. There's a hole.
One to Dunley. That's 14-17. So in the final, Chris Moru hoping to repeat his 2018 success. Waiting for the winner of these two, Warwick and Worcester Warriors. Ross Dunkley just deciding where to go, and he's decided to go quite a long way, really. Right-hander's finger peg, 3/4 corners towards the VIP tent. Not going as far as Greg has been in these corners. Needs to peg an inch, just an inch, and that's a real good ball, real good lead. Not so bad at all. Rather have it than lick it. Finally got it away. Now then, he's watching it, stalking it, needs to peg, can't peg uphill. Needs to pick the jack up, but it's too far. Oh, he's made his first bowler reeling now. He's made his first bowler back toucher. Greg's going having a look. Greg's just going having a look, having a walk, taking his time. Well, another glorious afternoon of Crown Green bowling. Hopefully one that hasn't finished just yet. Hopefully we'll get that classic final that everybody wants. One that will live long in the memory. There's been and had a look. He knows what he wants to do. All he's got to do now is let his arm do it for him. Just wants to get up an inch for me. Gets up an inch, is a chance. No, always just that ball underneath. So that's 15-17. Both these semi-finals have been absolute classics in their own way. Got a real battle here. Greg not just playing as well as he did in his previous game that you saw, but Ross is playing well, putting him under pressure as often as he can. Just thinking about things, taking his time. I'm surprised he's not got his coat on. I seem to remember he always used to play in his coat.
Even in Portugal?
Yeah, watching him in Portugal in a fleece was one of the most surreal moments of my life, actually. So he's come back towards us. Right-hander's thumb peg. This needs to just get up the hill a little bit. Get up the hill. It's a perfect length. And just always that ball too low. Yeah, thanks Anthony Rukin. 638 watching, and we've only got 2 likes. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the Bowls Observer.
Subscribe to the Cairns channel.
Yeah, subscribe to my channel. Search for Andy Cairns Crying Green Bowls on YouTube, and you'll find lots of classic bowls videos from the past and more recent history. Ross doesn't want to know. He knows he's just got to put it a ball higher, same pace, and he's as low as his first, if not lower. He's got to get under. He can't peg uphill. They haven't invented a ball yet that'll peg uphill. Asking for a bit of information. So, Greg, you either want to move the jack, put your ball higher. He's definitely higher. Needs to run now. Needs to run. Can't get here. It's had a puncture. Well, a little bit of consternation amongst Greg's fans. They're not used to him not licking 18-inch balls. With 32 likes, 34 likes now. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, if you want to send some cash, that's absolutely fine.
Oh, impressive that, wasn't
it? So Ross Dunkley now within one of the runaway favourite, Greg Smith. This is a repeat of the Warwick and Worcester final, of course, from earlier in the season, where Ross actually didn't score in the game, so Greg would have probably thought he wouldn't be in this position. 16-17. He's about 2 foot past. This needs a length. If this is a length, it wins it. It's on a great road. Yeah, there you go. That's won it. Now then, Ross. Better road. Tight now, tight. Now will he hold his line? Will he hold his line? Yes, what a good ball that is. Now then, the perfect ball. Footer running. Hit that full. Stop in its place and get 2. He's certainly gone. He's gone for pace. Gone for pace. He's watching it. He's stalking it. He likes it. He's got the jack. He's run the jack. Will the jack stay on? The jack stays on. Smith counts the end. Very good ball. His fan club's feeling a little bit happier now. Eyes were being covered. I think there was a tear in the eye actually at one point, but the smile's back on the face. 18-16, game's not over yet.
Checking on that one, where I am.
Greg's gonna keep stick with his game plan. He's gonna keep coming back to our corner. This is deep. This is deep. If it stays on, it will stay on. That is deep in the corner. There's possibly a foot behind the jack before you're off. So he's a little bit cautious. I'll tell you what, another yard and it's a real one. Another yard. I'll tell you what, you'd rather have it than lick it. It's 4 foot off. This is tighter, it's on a tighter line. Might be a bit more bare, but it's going to peg heavy now. It's gone round the corner. He doesn't need a lot in this. Foot of running will make it a real one. If anyone tells him to put a yard in, well, they want their head looking at. Yeah, it's 4 foot off, but now then. He's further, you know. He's further, you know. They're shouting it to run away. I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. If it goes any more, it goes off. What a bowl that is. This is further. This is further. This misses everything, it goes off. It goes off. That's it. 2 to Greg. 2016. Now then, Mr. Chairman, did they normally get them this close in this corner? Are they bad bowls for this corner? They're good bowls. They're good. The chairman confirms, Mr. Marple confirms that those are very good bowls for this corner, and he's never had one that close in the 70 years he's played here.
I'd have won that. My favourite corner.
So, what a turnaround. Last end, he was looking at going level, and now he's won from home. Whew. Don't know about you, but I've enjoyed this bowling. Nothing better on a nice sunny summer's day. Well, it's gonna yard. It's gonna yard. This looks a better road to me. This looks a real road. Just needs to be a length, and it's a good one. That's a real good ball. Very good reply. That's a very good ball. Just getting a little bit of info. Wish I brought some suntan lotion now. Legs are getting a bit red. Anyway, this is on a cracking road. This is on a cracking road. All about his length now. Needs to be a perfect pace, and he's short. Perfect road with that. Why bother was the cry. Oh, 669 if you're watching this. There's that and a few more round the green. Ross taking one on the jack. 17-20. Q-man's wishing the clouds were back because he can't see anything on his camera. He's having to look on the laptop so he can see where to point it. Important end. course, every end's important, but this absolutely vitally puts the jack exactly where he wants it, and more importantly, makes a decent lead. Anything within a foot just to put that pressure on. Pace looks okay. Pace looks okay. What's the road like? Just underneath. Perfect length, really. Just that ball underneath. Greg. Left-handed Greg. Sends the ball. Comes out smooth as silk. Well, it needs to just trickle now. Trickle down. There's a little. Oh, it's just pulled up. There's. Now then, referee, this is going to test your eyesight. As tight is that? I'm going for it's a measure. It's a measure. They're giving it him. He's getting it from the crowd. He just likes yours. Again, in this position, go and put your hand over the ball so you don't have to try and shout over 1,000 people. This is short. This has had a blowout now then. This bit of a free shot for Greg. Might be in anyway. Anything in his own, turns the ball over, sits, Ross's ball, goes past, multitude of options, but he just has to play a length, puts 2-footer running in. Ooh, a little bit of a stutter. It's a wait, second time of asking. Well, it's reaching. It's certainly reaching. What's it doing? What's it doing? Needs to stop now. Needs to stop. That's it. That's won it. That's the ball that wins the semi-final. Puts Greg Smith of Warwick and Worcester through to meet Chris Moru. One of these players will win this event for the second time. Whew, what a game that was. Enjoyed that a lot. I hope you did too. 21-17, Greg Smith. I'm sure there'll be a little break now, so we'll just put the microphone down for a minute or so, get our breath back, and then we'll restart the coverage of the final. Please don't go anywhere, and make sure to smash that like button while you're waiting. Thank you. It's your dream final. It's your dream final.
If you didn't hear the announcement over the PA, the final will be starting at 6:10.
Traitor to the Yorkshire race.